Okay, today I am going to weed my potato patch. You can see there's quite a few weeds growing in here. And then I need to mulch some of these. The teenage chickens got in here and pushed a lot of the straw and hay up. My adult chickens can't get out. They're in electric poultry netting. But the small birds are able to fly enough for right now that they can get out. My kids actually right now are chasing them to put them away. So if you hear chickens squawking, that is what it is. This is about 60 pounds of potatoes planted in this whole area. This was just like a dry lot for our horse and donkey last year. We don't really need it, so I planted my potatoes in it this year. I'm going to go show you them up close, and then we'll mulch them and weed. Okay, so overall they were looking pretty good. It's kind of interesting because these ones over here get the most shade versus over here, and clearly these are doing a lot better. You can see like right here where the chickens really got in here and messed up the mulch, but the plants look really good still, so it's not a huge deal. They're looking good. The weeds are worst down here for whatever reason. I have not watered these other than when I planted them because our only hose is over here, and this hose just isn't quite long enough to get all of them, so I haven't watered them. It's rained a couple of times. We are in the high desert, so it doesn't rain a bunch, but they're obviously still doing okay. So I'm going to take care of these weeds and then get this looking a lot better. And I did till this before I planted them, but I just tilled the rows where I planted, and if you can tell, for the most part, the weeds aren't coming up where I put the hay down. It's done a really good job overall keeping the weeds out. So here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna put feed sacks down and then wet them, and that will keep the weeds from growing through. And then on top of it, I will put straw down and then wet it. And then as it composts, it'll feed the soil. I'm probably just gonna do here, this row, this row, this row, and that row, and then just stay on top of hand weeding down there unless it gets really bad, because so far down there, it's not bad as far as weeds go. So I'm just gonna try to stay on that top of that, and then if I need to, I will go back and do this in those rows too. Okay, so I got the first 2 rows of my potatoes done, and I am out of feed bags to put down in the rows. I have to go to the feed store tomorrow or Tuesday, so I will continue them after that because I will have enough to finish 2 more rows. And then the not bad ones, I'll just be putting straw down. So I'm going to show you what I did in the first 2 rows and how it looks now that they're done. So this is what the whole thing will look like when it's done. And you can't super tell in the video, but the rows that the potatoes in are built up a bit from the walkways. And as they get walked on more, they'll become flatter. And as the potatoes grow more, I will add more straw to them. I'll probably put some straw today on these end rows that don't have weeds. But these 3 rows here are gonna have to wait until after I go to the feed store. But this is how I grow potatoes. I did the same thing last year, just in a different area. The straw on top of them, or some people mound up dirt on top of them, keeps the new growing potatoes from getting sunlight on them, and sunlight turns the potatoes green, which makes them go bad. Don't want green potatoes, so this keeps the sunlight off of them. The boys are picking flower bouquets and playing in the irrigation. we're gonna head in soon and make dinner. Then I will get this all finished this week, and then I have to do my garlic, and I'll make a video on how I do that also. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, let me know.